Hello and welcome back to the latest episode of the Laura and Becky Show, sponsored by Rolling Tap Mobile Bars and Box Bar in Sheffield.
If you're new here, hello, welcome. If you're back for more, then as always, we bloody love you.
Thank you so much to everybody who's given us likes, subscribes, reviews, follows. If you haven't done it yet, if you listen to the podcast regularly and you haven't done it, please do it, because it means you'll keep up to date with all the latest episodes and you'll be notified.
Right, let's get started. Let's start with some messages about yesterday's podcast. And I have to say, I probably got the most messages ever of any podcast we've done because I shit myself.
Could people relate to what you were talking about then?
I mean, I think so. So Louise has messaged me. Now, Louise is actually someone I repped with. Ever told you I was a holiday rep?
Never mentioned that before.
It?
Nope. Didn't know that.
So this was like, hang on, 22 years ago, 23
Bloody
years
hell.
ago. Yeah. Now, little story about Louise, and she doesn't know this because I've told her this. When I was a fresh new holiday rep, you have to do like an induction. And I was obsessed with Louise because she was like, she'd been there for a few years. And I was like, I want to be her.
Was she the cool rep?
She was the best rep.
Yeah.
And she was the rep that when we went to learn all the cabaret dances, she taught all the dances.
Oh.
And I just thought to myself, she is the rep I want to be.
Yeah.
Anyway, fast forward a couple of years, Louise had left, and I became really good friends with Louise, and I was the one that taught all the dances to cabaret. And I remember thinking, I'm Louise. Yeah, I loved her. She was great. Anyway, she's just put basically cried laughing at yesterday's podcast, basically because I tell a story about shitting myself in a car park. She put, I too have had a very shitty situation. In fact, more than once. Not going to go into detail as it still traumatises me, but fair to say, you're not alone. Keep up the great work. Lots of love.
Oh, that's nice. I love the fact that people are admitting it as well. Well, you want to know what happened?
I want to know her shitty situation. I'm going to message her and go, oi,
yeah, tell me more detail, please. I do love it that people are being really honest then. I feel like a lot of people have been in a similar situation to you. So like, yes, Laura, I've also pooed my pants.
I too have shit myself. Also, lovely Jordan said his mum was listening in the car with him and he said she was howling.
Oh, I love that he's got his mum listening.
Oh, hello, Jordan's mum.
Yeah, hello.
And lovely Rich has left a voice note for me. I listened to it on the tube.
We love Rich. Now,
Yeah,
Rich is a regular listener. He is just lush.
He's just a bundle of bloody positivity, isn't he? Let me just see what... I paused this message. I don't know what it's going to start with.
It's perfect. It's so fresh. You're so honest. I love your profanity as well. It's honestly, it's just so good. Like, you can just listen to it in the gym on the way to work. You just add something to your day. It's like having an injection, a Red Bull or something like that, man. It's so good. And I think always this misconception that it's like just for podcasts for women. Honestly, I've got 2 or 3 guys at work like listening to it now. It's so good.
I love
so
that.
different
Men.
and fresh. And honestly, I know I love you 2 guys. I'm biased anyway, mate, but it's just fucking ace, man. Keep up the good work. Love you too.
Love it.
Oh, that's so nice. I love the fact that he's getting men in his office to listen.
Have that as our strapline? It's fucking ace, man.
Yeah,
Yeah?
with a man on
Should
the
we do
end.
that?
I like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Anyway, thank you, Rich. And thank you so much for all your messages. Please keep them coming because we live for them.
So, one of our lovely sponsors, Box Bar, we still need to go to another class. We've been to one, and we've been saying this all week. We've just had a busy old week, haven't we?
We were supposed to go back end of last week as well, weren't we? In fact, where are the weeks going? We're going to finish this season next week.
I know, we need to go. Actually, you know Miranda, who is one of the instructors at Box Bar, we were talking about her yesterday. She's messaged me going, please come to one of my classes, so I think we should go to one of hers.
Right, there we go. We'll definitely go to Miranda's class.
Yeah, Miranda, we will be there next week. And actually, do you remember how good we felt after doing that class a couple of weeks ago?
Well, we've just been saying we need to kind of start like drinking more water. And we've had a really busy week.
Yeah.
So let's next week just have a healthy week, and let's start with going to Miranda's class.
Let's do it. If you want to check them out, they're on Instagram at Box Bar. So how was Coldplay last night?
I mean, I can't put into words how good that concert is. And I do think, like, some people are like, ugh, Coldplay. But I just, even if you didn't like Coldplay and you went to that concert, you would have to be dead inside not to enjoy it.
See, it's the experience, isn't it? Because I'm not like a massive Coldplay fan. Some of their songs do make me want to...
Cry?
No.
Going to deep depression?
Top myself sometimes.
Right.
I'm going to be honest. But I was watching your stories last night. And obviously, you've told me about Coldplay Live. It did look amazing.
Well, last one 7 years ago, and that was amazing. And this time, it is the same concert. Let's be honest, it's exactly the same. But those wristbands make it. I don't know how they do it. I was a bit like, how do they do it? But it just makes it into like not only like a concert where you're listening to music, all your senses are just like going crazy.
Yeah.
And also as well, I like the kind of people that go and watch Coldplay. There's no dickheads there.
Nice people.
Yeah,
nice folk.
people. Yeah. So, mate, it was amazing. I mean, they came on to the soundtrack to E.T. So that was it. I was gone.
Well, this is a bit of you because you like your film
I just couldn't
soundtracks, don't
control
you?
myself. I didn't know what to do, so I started crying. My husband was like, "Oh God, here we go." Rosie, my little one, was just like, "Oh, Mum," but Grace was like, "Oh," just filming me. But it's just an experience like no other. I don't want to bang on about it, but it was incredible.
Do you think I need to go and see Coldplay?
I think everyone needs to go and see Coldplay.
Who came on? Because you were talking about they had special guests as well the previous nights. Who came on last night?
Right, I'm going to be honest. When we were stood there and there was like 90,000 people, and you think, holy shit, this is a lot of people, and we all have to get out at the same time. We did leave 10 minutes early.
Yeah, I'd have done the same, mate.
Well, a lot of people started to leave, and it makes you think, shall I leave? And I looked at James. I was like, we need to make the decision now. If we don't go now, we may as well stay. It was Shaznay Lewis from All Saints. Yeah. So we did leave because I was just like, and I knew I'd looked at the set list, found out everything.
Yeah.
And we missed Fix You, but I've seen it before. I've experienced that song before. So I was a bit like, yeah, let's go. So hot-footed it to the train station, back by 1.
That's not so bad, is it? Also saw in the papers today that they did like a tribute to Darius, didn't they?
Yeah, I missed that. I was at the end.
You've gone already. But that's nice they did
It's really
that,
nice. I mean,
wasn't
it's
it?
Chris Martin. Like, oh God. I mean, I was on the train on the tube, and I said to Grace, I don't know what I'd do if I met Chris Martin in person. Like, he gets to go out. This is what is so mind blowing. There's only a very few people that get to experience walking out at Wembley Stadium with 90,000 people all there screaming at you, wanting to listen to you sing. I can't imagine the feeling of it. And it's not just one night at Wembley. I think they're doing 6 or 7.
What do you think they do after it as well? Like they go up and have a cup of tea or just go to sleep? Like how do you come down from that and like return to normal life?
I have no idea. At one point, Sky Full of Stars, which is the best song, he started singing and he stopped and he just went, hang on. And he stopped it and everyone was like, what's going on? And then he was like, I want everybody to put their phones away. Like, put your phone down and let's just have this moment with just us. No one else can see it. No one will hear it. And that was really good. And then everybody went insane. It was so... I just bloody love him. But in front of my husband, I said to my kids, I don't know what I'd do if I met Chris Martin. He was like, I am sat here. And I was like, well, surely that's a pass.
Yeah, that's got to be your free pass.
That's got to be a free pass.
Yeah.
Chris Martin? Is he joking?
Your husband knows how you feel about Chris Martin.
Yeah, I do love him.
Yeah.
Anyway, how was your ale trail?
Oh, mate, I'm exhausted today. I'm absolutely exhausted. So I left the house to go on this ale trail at 10 a.m. yesterday, right? I know. I didn't get back home until 10:30 that night. That is too long a day for me.
Did you drink the whole day?
I had to stop, actually. So I started off on a bit of a high, having a few... I didn't have any ale, had wines, rosé wine. But then it got to a certain point, I thought, I can't do this. I can't keep doing it.
No.
So I did stop probably with about 2-3 hours to go, and I was just on the water, and I thought, yeah, it's time for me to go. But then we went to some beautiful pubs, actually. It was really good fun. So you get on the train, you get off the train. There was one point where, because there's quite a few of us, probably about 15 of us, we thought we were on the wrong train.
Oh, no.
And you know what I'm like on trains
God,
as
I
well.
Do, yeah.
So there was a group of us in one carriage and a group of us in the next carriage because we'd all just sort of jumped on, and someone went, we're on the wrong train. Get off. So we all legged it off the train. They were like, ring the others. So I phoned Dave, whose birthday it was. I was like, get off. We're off. We're on the wrong train. He went, no, we're on the right train. I was like, get back on, everyone. So we literally jumped back on. Everyone was in panic mode. And we didn't know who was on, who was off. Anyway, it was the right train. We were all on there. But went to some lovely like little pubs as well, like in the countryside. And we've sort of like, you know, those pubs that are like proper in the countryside. They've got like odd people
Yeah, they've got
working behind the bar.
That smell as well.
Yeah, and when newbies walk in, everyone goes quiet and just turns around and looks at you. But mate, it was good fun, but it was just too long.
That is too long.
Yeah, we had a curry at the end
well
of the night.
Done, though. Well done.
Chick, give me a high five,
You didn't
mate.
come back early. Well done.
And I thought about it, but then it was kind of like the trains were a bit of a nightmare. I thought I may as well just stay. And then we got a minibus back at the end of the night.
Oh, okay.
Well, you say that. You know what it gets like on a minibus? You put the tunes on, don't you? And I always feel sorry for the driver of a minibus bringing drunk people back. And then everyone sort of perked up a little bit on the minibus. And I was like, oh, God, I'm ready for home. So, yeah, it was a good day, but a long day.
Right, just want to talk about Drew Barrymore. Who have you got written down on your list?
But Rennie
I
Zellweger.
know, because when we're doing prep, you went, right, we've got blah, 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 we've got Rennie Zellweger. And I thought, I'm not going to say anything. Where did you get Rennie Zellweger from?
I have no idea.
So
Imagine if I started
funny.
talking about her and you were
I
like,
know.
who?
So Drew Barrymore has done this post on her Instagram. It's basically raining in California. So she goes out in her back garden. It's pissing it down. She's like, if you get the chance, always go out in the rain. And she's like running around her garden, like getting wet from the rain. And like, it was raining the other afternoon. It absolutely pissed it down here. I'd done like a little arm workout in my conservatory, and I thought, I'm quite hot and sweaty, and I thought of Drew Barrymore, and I thought, do you know what? I'm going to bloody go out in the rain, right?
Oh, God.
Mate, I opened the door, literally like went out and went, oh, fuck that. Just went back in, closed the door. I was like,
The idea of it is really nice. It's quite romantic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, is it in The Notebook where they're both in the rain and
Yeah.
they're kissing? And you're like, oh, it's so romantic. Like, you're all wet and just, you're at one with nature. Fuck that.
Mate, it was awful. Like yesterday when we got to London, it was pissing it down. So we sat in the car for 40 minutes. And I was like, I'm not going outside. It's raining. Grace like, oh, for God's sake. I was like, I'm going to ruin my new boots. So we just had to sit. And
I liked your boots.
Thanks. Ruined. Absolutely ruined. Yeah, ruined. But yeah, I tried.
You
and
should have
failed.
videoed yourself doing like the
I
version
was
of
going to
that.
take a photo of me in
Yeah,
the rain.
yeah.
I couldn't even get. I was like,
But you should have done that version and said, like,
Yeah.
here's reality. Here's
Yeah.
what really happens when you go out in the
bloody
rain.
freezing cold.
So what is going on in the world? It's A-level results day today, isn't it?
Bloody hell.
Do you remember getting...
Jinx.
We're
so in sync,
aren't we?
I know each other so well. Finish each other's sentences. Okay, you finish this sentence, okay? I'm going to say a sentence, you finish
Yeah, go
it.
on.
So I had to go out the other day and I got a...
Coffee?
Yeah!
Oh, yes! I wasn't sure. I've got no idea what you're going to say there. God, we really are in sync, aren't we? It's actually getting a bit embarrassing.
That's really
Isn't
funny.
it? We know each other too well.
Anyway, A-level results. You can't remember what you got. I can't remember what I got. We were literally like, what did you get? And I can't remember.
I remember I wasn't too bothered about my A-levels. I was more
who gives a
bothered about my
shit,
GCSEs. And A-levels, I was a bit like, meh. But they're saying, aren't they, today, that they're not as... the marks aren't as high as they...
Do you know why?
Ah.
Lockdown, innit?
Of course it is. But
course,
what
man.
do they expect?
What do they expect? Like,
Yeah.
literally, it's obviously the
Yeah.
lack of education for the last, 2.5 years?
Yeah. Would you remember as well? I was on a train, this was a few months ago, and there was a boy who was at uni sat with that older lady.
Yes.
And he was saying that there's still, like, he's never ever been to a lecture at his university. It's all been from home. So sad, that is.
Also, as well, like so they would have been finishing their GCSEs. Surely people are doing A levels,
Yeah.
getting their results. There's no way homeschooling would have worked because I didn't help Grace. She was doing her GCSEs. I didn't have a fucking clue.
No.
I didn't help Rosie actually. She was in year 6 of primary school. But do you know what I mean? Like, it must have such a big effect.
You don't concentrate as much at home either. Like, there's so many distractions, isn't there? And of course, that's going to be why. Funny though, Jeremy Clarkson has tweeted something today, and I love this because when you're doing your GCSEs and your A-levels, you can kind of think it's the be all and end all. Like, you have to get good results, otherwise you're not going to have a good job or whatever. Rubbish, isn't it? Absolute rubbish. So Jeremy Clarkson has tweeted today going, hey, don't worry if you've, messed up on your GCSEs or haven't got great results. I got a C and 2 U's and I'm here on this lovely boat. There's a picture of this incredible yacht that he's holidaying on and I love him for doing that.
Yeah, it's not the be all and end all, is it? I mean, look, if you need to get into uni, you need your A-level results. But even uni, listen, I know a few people at uni that have done they've got their degree.
Yeah.
Ain't working.
Exactly. I didn't go to uni, did you?
No, I went repping. Have I told you that?
Yeah. We're a rep, were you? Didn't they? Anyone know that Laura was a rep? Don't think you've told that story before.
I went to the uni of repping.
Yeah.
Which is basically, well, you know.
Yes, yeah.
You know.
Well, you're getting the uni lifestyle, but just not the studying side, aren't you?
Getting
There.
paid. Came back with thousands. Thousands, mate. So Rolling Tap Mobile Bars are our lovely sponsor of this podcast. Now, earlier on, we were talking about Box Bar, who are also a sponsor. And we're going to go and try a class.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking with Rolling Tap Mobile Bars, surely we should go and try some booze.
Could we do a little cocktail tasting with them, do you think? Do you think they'd be up for that? Guys? If you're listening, what do you think? Are we in?
A taste test?
Oh, that'd
This
be
is what I'm
so
thinking.
good.
I mean, we'd happily be guinea pigs for any other cocktails that they're thinking of making.
Oh, we would be there with bells on. I mean, someone's got to do this job, haven't they? And we will put ourselves
We
we'll
will.
put ourselves
find-
out, won't we,
we'll
to do
find
it?
time.
It's going to be
clear our
tricky,
schedule.
but we will, yeah.
Rolling Tap Mobile Bars, if you're having an event, they come to you. They've got a bar, obviously. They have alcohol. They've got mixologists. They do cocktails. They do beer. They do everything. If you want to check them out, have a look at their Instagram. It's Rolling Tap Mobile Bars. Right, mate. Oh, I tell you what, I love doing the quiz. We've got a quiz tonight, haven't we? We've got our monthly quiz. We are quiz masters.
Yes.
I'm knackered today. I'm going to have to do something to get myself pumped up for this.
I know. I'll be honest. I'm a bit tired. You're tired after getting in late from Coldplay last night. I'm knackered from being boozing on an ale trail all day.
I tell you what, though, there was one time where we were like, oh, we're knackered. But once we start it, we're off, aren't we?
What we'll do, we'll get there. And there's live music tonight, isn't there? This is like an
Yes.
added thing that the Batch House, where we do the quiz, have put on. So I'm excited for that. We'll have a little rosé at the start, and we'll come alive, won't we?
We absolutely will come alive.
Yeah.
We need to do the questions. I don't know if we should admit this. Got to do the questions. To not done that yet.
We
have
still
we?
haven't done them. We're going to do them after this podcast.
So on the last podcast, well, when we did our radio show together, we did a quiz, obviously on the radio, and we did something called bad rapping, didn't we? Where we would like play a beat and then we'd badly rap over it. So we introduced that to the quiz, and it went down very well, didn't it, last month? So we're going to do that again, but we thought we're going to add to it. We're going to do bad acting.
I am excited for this. Tonight is the debut, isn't it? The first time we're doing it.
Now, so my perception of this is that we're not actors. We don't act, so we're not going to be great at acting. But what I think about this is I don't want to try and recreate how they act it. I think we should act it the opposite way. You're looking at me now like, what?
Do you know what? So you say that I always zone out when you're talking.
First we just read a message.
Yeah.
So I was like, back in the room, Hayes.
And then I saw a person walking past the
staring
window.
out the fucking window.
Start that again.
Right, so our bad acting.
Yes.
I can't remember what I said. Yes, right. So what we need to do is, instead of recreating the scene, I think we should do the opposite of what the scene is. So say if it's a sad scene, we act it quite happy and upbeat.
Yes, yeah.
To throw people off the scent. That's
Okay.
what I'm thinking.
All right.
Okay. So you found some already, haven't you?
I had a little look this morning. I emailed them over. We're gonna.
Right, let's have a look.
Should we have a little practice?
Should we have a practice? Oh, no, because
A little
Well, to be
sneak
fair,
preview.
It's good that we're going to be bad.
Yeah, I think that's the funny thing about it, is that it is bad.
Shall we do this first one? Should we do the first one?
Yeah. By the way, it's a little bit long, that one,
Yeah,
but
I
I just
thought-
put the whole. I thought we could chop it down.
Well, what I loved was, look how long the first one is. Look at the second one. I was like, oh.
Yeah, we don't need to do the whole of that first.
Should we
one.
start there?
Yeah. Who do you want me to be?
You can be Jack. I'll be Rose.
Okay. I was going to give it away straight away.
Give it out the net. Oh, see, right, that's what we can't do.
No, let's do it anyway.
Okay, so. Am I? Did I say
I'm
I'm
going to
Rose?
move my mic, 'cause I can see. Yeah, you be
Okay.
Rose. You be
right,
R, I'll
okay.
be J.
Okay, right. I can't feel my body.
Rose, listen to me. Winning that ticket was the best thing that ever happened to me, my love. It brought me to you. And I'm thankful, Rose. I'm thankful. You must do me this honour. Promise me you will survive. You will never give up. No matter what happens, no matter how hopeless. Promise me now and never let go of that promise, my love.
I promise.
Never let go.
I promise I will never let go, Jack. I'll never let go. Right, that's it. We'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean...
Are we going to do them all in those accents, though? I don't even know what accent this is.
That's a bit of a farmerish accent. I think we can mix it up. I'm really excited for this one.
Yeah. Did they say anything before that?
No, I watched the clip today and there was a bit of like to and fro, but that is the one that everyone knows.
So I
isn't
think
it?
this one, we should be like, you can't tell me what to do.
Do it really posh.
You aren't my mother.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Anyone know what that's from?
Does anyone know that one? Yeah, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah.
Do you think we need props?
It's like charades now, isn't it?
We're going to have to do our bad rapping as well. We've got things to do. In fact, we've got things to do. We
better go. Yeah. Have a lovely day and we'll be back tomorrow.
Well, indeed.
Thank you so much for listening to this latest episode. Don't forget to give us a like, a subscribe, a review and a follow.